Gypsy, if you're gonna stand up, I would advise that you do it sometime soon, okay? Since Ryan's bailed on me and went back to Gypsy, I think I'm just gonna take blowjob Ken's.
20 pages prior, I was reading, and Gypsy said a sentence that I was like, okay. And then 20 pages later, she said a different sentence, and I was like, hold your horses.
Use our thinking caps. If this was a year ago, how would she say she was naming her daughter Aurora and it was with Ken? She wasn't even out of prison this time last year.
I'm getting confused, Gypsy, okay? Your stories aren't making sense. The next chapter and the thing don't match up with what you're saying in the first thing and the next paragraphs, and I don't even know what's happening at this point. What?
I think this failure of Gypsy Rose Blanchard's recent book shows that the public is aware of her lies, they see the inconsistencies, and they're not willing to support it.
Gypsy Rose is in the hot seat again, and guess who's caught in the middle of the chaos? Ember J and Ryan Anderson. The internet can't stop buzzing over the rising tension between these two, and it's not hard to see why. Turns out, Ember J has been a recurring name in Gypsy's ongoing drama, and it all traces back to her ex-husband, Ryan Anderson. Here's where it gets messy. Ryan casually dropped a bombshell on TikTok, calling Ember his TikTok crush. What seemed like a harmless confession quickly spiraled into a frenzy of rumors and wild speculation about a deeper connection between Ryan and Ember. Now, the internet is digging up this old drama as the Hollywood Gossip Channel poured gasoline on the fire of Gypsy's already burning controversies.
I have a TikTok crush. Come on now. It's Amber J.
Amber J is no stranger to controversy, but her latest feud is setting social media on fire. The outspoken star has taken her long-standing tension with the Gypsy Rose to a whole new level, openly dragging Gypsy's memoir, My Time to Stand. Fans are reeling as Amber doesn't hold back, calling out what she claims are glaring inaccuracies and major blunders in the book. Love her or hate her, one thing's for sure, Amber J knows how to steal the spotlight and keep us glued to the drama.
Everything in here from Gypsy herself. Even the typos and everything. I was sitting here editing your books, and there's something that gets to me. I love the fantasy fiction you have going on here. Like, I really like it. My favorite is when you say something like, Mama told me I couldn't have the candies. What I heard was, you're never gonna find love, and I don't love you. So you're making up your own stuffs. That's my point. Fantasy fictions. Did you label this? Did you put fiction? Did you tell the friends? Tell a friend to tell a friend. Facts about Gypsy's life. Fiction facts. Cause she whole ass lied. We really don't know what happens. This is a load of potatoes. It's a bunch of good stuff. She knows what she's talking about. She was there. She would know. Everything in here.
Gypsy Rose Blanchard's memoir offers more than just a recounting of events. It's a glimpse into a fractured mind navigating the thin line between reality and imagination. Gypsy herself admits that what she remembers isn't always grounded in fact, but often shaped by what she thought was happening or what she believed others intended. Take this startling example from her book. 1 month before the murder, my mother tried to cut my throat, or at least that's how I saw it. This isn't just a claim, it's a window into how her imagination turned a moment into something sinister. Gypsy continues by recounting a conversation with a pulmonologist. When the doctor suggested exploratory surgery on her vocal cords, Gypsy's mother reportedly reassured her, saying, "It is simple, baby. It is painless. It will help." But what Gypsy heard was far darker. Let's cut Gypsy's throat for no reason at all. Her perceptions didn't stop there. Another chilling moment describes her mother placing an arm around her shoulders, a gesture Gypsy interpreted as a command to stay silent. What I heard was, "I don't care what you want."
Do y'all remember the interview where Claude stated that Gypsy was actually the one that would try to inappropriately grab and touch him? After reading this book, I believe Claude Petrie so much more. There is no doubt, in my mind anyway, that Gypsy Rose was completely inappropriate and definitely could have been the one initiating the touching and the grabbing with her grandfather. Just look how sexually inappropriate her book is. Just look at it. How sexually inappropriate she as a person is. After reading this book, I believe Claude Petrie's story that much more. I'm just saying there's that.
These interpretations showcase the profound psychological scars left by years of manipulation and control, leaving readers wondering, was it her mother's actions or Gypsy's fractured perspective that set the stage for tragedy? As Gypsy peels back the layers of her memories, her narrative challenges readers to grapple with an unsettling question. How much of what she recounts reflects the truth, and how much is shaped by the trauma she endured?
Gypsy, I'm back. I'm reading your books. All right, this is real nice time. So I'm editing your books for you since nobody did it. I'm at the part where you're saying Nick sent you a gift and he has you doing that nasty in all three of the holes. Listen, all this nasty stuff, him calling you the names and all this stuff that you're doing, how come you never had an O? Remember when you told us that you never had an O on Lifetimes? Someone who's into this kind of stuff's most certainly the Owen. So I don't know if I'm just not believing you or what is it, but there's something wrong. So I don't know if you're like not doing it right or if you're making this up for sure, because I don't really... You're going rogue. You're going down the wrong path. Okay, if you want to be sexy and that this is not it. This is not it. And also this I wouldn't even consider this corn to eat, because this is not a good time. That's not a good time, and that's not a good time. Okay, stop being nasty. That's nasty. This is inappropriate. This is an inappropriate books. It's inappropriate. That's it. I don't know what to do.
Amber J., who's not holding back when it comes to dissecting Gypsy's claims. If you thought her Lifetime series was revealing, buckle up, because the drama is just getting started. In her Lifetime series, Gypsy made a jaw-dropping confession. She claimed she had never experienced an orgasm. That's right, never. The statement alone was enough to leave viewers stunned, considering how candid Gypsy has been about other intimate details of her life. But here's where it gets messy. Nick Godijon, Gypsy's former boyfriend and the accomplice in her mother's murder, says otherwise. According to Nick, Gypsy told him she did have an orgasm. With him. Now, we've got two completely opposing narratives, and the internet is buzzing with speculation. Amber J. didn't mince words as she weighed in, labeling Gypsy's memoir as a chaotic mix of lies and self-contradictions. And honestly, it's hard to argue when the receipts are this messy. Whether it's her interviews, series, or the book, Gypsy seems to be rewriting her story depending on the platform. But the biggest twist? The most glaring inconsistency isn't even about her claims regarding intimacy. There's something even more shocking that's raising serious questions about Gypsy Rose's entire narrative.
I'm not saying you need to redo the books, but you should probably redo the books. Gypsy Rose Blanchard, you act like I ain't gonna do the book review a second time. So here we go, pretty little lady. You're so pretty. I love you. I think you're beautiful, Gypsy. Look how phenomenal you look. You look so nice. I love this book. I love it. I think you wrote a great, dandy, nice time book, okay? I don't even care about the lies. It's very well written, okay? Hear me out on this one. We gonna go back to where we were talking about last night on that book reviews, okay, Jip? We like you. We really, really like you. I was reading last night. I found it. Page 89. Let's all go to page 89. I'm confused. 20 pages prior, I was reading, and Gypsy said a sentence that I was like, okay. And then 20 pages later, she said a different sentence, and I was like, hold your horses. So I had to go back 20 pages because something wasn't right. Here we go. I was vulnerable to Nick, the only adult in my life who knew that I could walk. Okay. was like, okay, Nick was the first one. But then I was like questioning. I'm looking, so I can't find it. It was 78. Here we are. Then we go back 20 pages to page 72. And originally, she told us Dan was the first person I ever told that I could walk. And then I go forward 20 pages, and it's saying that she was vulnerable to Nick because the only adult in her life who knew she could walk was Nick. You're confusing. Like, are you saying Dan's not in your life anymore and Nick's the only current one in your life? Like that, I can see where I can see where you're going with that, Jip. But it's not making sense. The book's not cutting it. I don't think that you really knew what you were doing. But that's fine because I really, really like it. I mean, I bought it. I like it. I really, really like it. I decided to do a nice review for you and just politely let you know about the lies and the contradicting statements and what we're getting confused about. But other than that, we really like it. We really like this book, and I hope you stay with us. I'll let you know all the notes after I'm done proofreading it for you because I know nobody did it for you, so I'll help you out. I'm gonna proofread the rest of this, and let me know if you need me. Don't report my stuff again. I didn't return your book. I didn't report your book. Did you see me report your book, Jip? No, you didn't. Okay. Shoot, fly. Don't bother me.
Now, I love how Amber J keeps it real. I don't even care about the lies. Like, same, but also, how do you just gloss over that? It's bold, and it's kind of what makes this whole critique entertaining. Their commitment to calling out the chaos while still saying they really, really like the book is relatable. It's that love-hate relationship we all have with guilty pleasures. And let's not skip the part where they straight up offered to proofread it for Gypsy. That's both shady and generous, like, I'll help you, but also, how did this even make it to print? It's giving chaotic good vibes, and I'm here for it. The unresolved drama about reporting the book? Iconic. Don't report my stuff again. What even happened there? The intrigue, the backstory, this is the kind of messiness that keeps people talking. So, shout out to Gypsy for inspiring this chaotic, yet oddly heartfelt review. What do y'all think? Does the confusion over who knew she could walk ruin the book? Or does it make it all the more intriguing? Drop your thoughts below because this one's a trip.
Ryan Anderson has been spotted. We've all been wondering where Ryan is, if he's okay, but he was spotted out and someone took a picture of him. It looks like his car broke down at a Taco Bell. You can see the hood is open and he's on the phone. There isn't much more information than that. The person who posted didn't give any other details. I personally would have asked if he was okay or if he needed help, but that's just me. I'm glad to see that he's okay. You know, he's been MIA since his last live, I think was November 25th. That's when he talked about the leaked messages to Gypsy. If you missed that, you can go back to the playlist. I do have it in the video. And then on December 9th, they had divorce court, but Ryan did not appear. He did not have to. This is just my opinion based on what I've seen from Ryan, but maybe he just needs a break from everything. Ryan is a special education teacher. The school is on Christmas break right now. Maybe since he has some time off, he will go live, or maybe he just wants to lay low for a while. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments.
And that's a wrap on this wild ride of thanks so much for sticking with me through all the twists, turns, and contradictions. We've definitely had some fun dissecting this one. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into stories that keep us talking. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do the inconsistencies make the book more interesting, or do they take away from the story's impact? Drop a comment below and let me know what you think. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay curious, stay critical, and keep those conversations going. Peace.